Hey ladies, it's Lois Borkholder, Independent National Executive Director with 31. One of the things that I get asked quite a bit is how do you keep track of it all? I am known as a party girl, so I have a lot of hostesses to keep track of. I also need to keep track of my home office leads, potential hostesses, potential team members, because I know the key to building my business is following up. But if that paper or that name gets misfiled and I don't follow up, I am losing out on business, and it's nobody's fault but my own, and I don't want to be responsible for that. So I will be very honest, I am a total paper girl when it comes to following up and remembering who I need to connect with. I've tried electronic systems. While there is nothing wrong with them, they are not for me. And so I know without the shadow of a doubt that for some of you, electronic systems are what you prefer. That is perfectly fine. Just keep in mind, any system is only as good as the information you put into it, and it's only as good to the extent of how you use it. So make sure whatever system you're using, that you're maximizing it to its fullest potential to really keep you in check with what you need to be doing in your business on a daily basis. So another reason I love my system is it's very duplicatable, very inexpensive, and it has served me well, like I said, from about the time I've been into the business, about 6 months, all the way through my journey of becoming a national executive director. And so since it's served me well for that long, I think I'm going to stick with this. So just get a simple 3-ring binder, and I don't currently have my spine cover in here, but typically I have one in here that says contacts. I'm just working to reorganize some things, so we'll be changing up some colors and things like that. What you're going to see in here is I have everything from hostesses that I already have booked, to potential hostesses, to potential team members, to home office leads, to somebody that I maybe did an exchange for on a product, and I want to make sure that when that new product comes in, that it's what she wanted. So whatever I need to follow up with, it's going to go in this binder, so it's all in one place. I'm not scrounging through 6 stacks of paperwork on my desk to find the people I need to touch base with. That wastes a lot of time. Don't want to do that, right? So here's how I have my binder set up. In the front cover here, these are all my upcoming hostesses that I have parties booked for. I keep my hostess coaching sheets in here, again, all in one place. I'm not losing them. And then I, of course, have the dates written down of when I'll be sending out their hostess packets, and then I'll be scheduling those follow-up hostess coaching calls. And then over here, let's see if I can get some good pictures here, but we have, or I have 2 sets of folders. So these are the plastic 3-hole punched folders. You can get the paper ones for a little bit cheaper, but I will tell you the paper ones do not hold up. It's better for you to go ahead and invest in those plastic ones up front, because you'll be replacing those paper ones pretty quickly, because you're going to take the system, you're going to rock it, it's going to make your business just boom, and that's what we want, right? So you can see that these folders are numbered 1 all the way up to 31, and those represent every single day of the month. Behind that, I then have folders that represent every single month of the year, so January through December. And I use these in kind of 2 different ways, but similar sense here. So let's say that I am doing a party and I met Sally customer at the party. She told me she wants me to contact her the middle of October to get a party scheduled for November. Well, I do not want to forget to follow up with her, because that's business and money I have just left on the table, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to take a copy of her order form from that party that she is booking off of, and I'm going to file that right back here under October. Okay. Now, when October rolls around, remember I made a note on her order form that she said contact me around the middle of October. So I'm going to pull out her order form, and I will come back here, and I'll probably file that somewhere under, I don't know, maybe the 15th, 16th, 17th, somewhere in there, about the middle of the month. That way I do not forget to get in touch with her, because that is so important. In fact, right here, I actually have the name of a gal who told me she's on vacation until September 14th, and then she wants me to get in touch with her because she wants to get a party scheduled for October or November. So guess what? I have her file under September 15th, so I don't forget to follow up with her. So that is how I use the bulk of the binder. Now, with the hostess coaching sheets that I have, the way I do that is I simply move those from day to day as I need to touch base with those hostesses. So for example, This first one here, I am sending out her hostess packet on August 31st, and then I'll probably follow up with her around September 3rd or 4th to make sure she got the packet and set up that initial coaching call. So once that packet goes out, I will take that hostess coaching sheet and put it either in the number 3 or the number 4, because I want to make sure that I follow up with her on the correct day. And then once I coach with her on the 3rd or the 4th, I'll look at whatever date I have written down next, which is actually the 9th. So then I'll take her folder her form, and I'll move it to the number 9. Here's what I love about this system, girls. Instead of me trying to figure out on a daily basis who I need to be touching base with and spending half of my morning looking through the different stacks of paper on my desk to figure out who I'm supposed to be touching base with that day, it's all in here. And every morning I go to that day, I pull out the forms that I have for that date, and those are the people that I'm going to be working with that day. So I love it. Very, very simple. So, you know what? If you don't have a system, this is a great place to start. If you have a system, this might give you some ideas on how to tweak it to make it better for you. And same way when I get a home office lead, I have this paper turned backwards for the sake of privacy, but I print those off, and then I'll make a note of when I'm mailing her a catalog packet and file her about 4 days later to be able to follow up with her then. And again, it's because I don't want to forget to follow up, because then it's on me if I left business on the table. So hopefully these tips help you have an incredible business this fall.